Hi everyone, welcome to Ask an Armourer. My name's Kia and today I'll be showing you the next set of tools that I recommend that you get as you start building your armory toolbox. With these, along with the ones that I recommended in my first dozen tools video, which I've linked below, you'll be able to do most repairs that come up for an individual fencer. Most of these tools are pretty common and can easily be found at your preferred local hardware store or online. Some are going to be fencing specific though and need to be picked up from a fencing vendor. I'll be showing a few different ones that I picked up over the years, and as each feels slightly different in hand and gives readings slightly differently, I encourage you to try different ones if you have the opportunity so you can find what your preference is. In no particular order you'll need magnetic bowls or pads. You've seen these featured in almost all of my videos. I think they're great. I keep a few of them around for when I've got large amounts of work to do so that I can have one dedicated for each working project. And in my full armory workspace, I have a large portion of my desk covered in a magnetic sheet for maximum effectiveness. I found a 4-pack of these bowls on Amazon and the sheet just came from a craft store. Vice grips. I would say it's best to have a couple different sizes, but you can also start with just one mid-sized one and add more as you find you need or want them. A small test box. This particular one I got years ago from Absolute. Many vendors have their own versions with varying display methods, so shop around to find which one you like the best. A rewiring rig. This particular one obviously is the chain and cup style, which is my much more compact one, which is also made by Absolute, but as you can see, it's probably really easy to make your own. All you need to do is get a chain, a couple PVC caps, and just punch a couple holes in them, and you're good to go. If you have more space, you can also make something out of a piece of 2x4 wood with angled holes drilled in and reinforced. I don't have mine right now, but whenever I have access to my full armory again, I'll show you that over on my Instagram and I'll link it down in the description. A soldering kit. I found this cute set all put together for me on Amazon, though you can of course find the individual pieces very easily as well. And this one I find I don't use all of the accessories used here. You could see that the itty bitty sponge is still wrapped up because I have a full-size one that I use. To go with the soldering set, a third hand. This is really helpful for just keeping wires held in place while you're fussing with a hot iron and just makes life a bit easier. You can also find ones that have a little magnifying glass attached to them, which can also be helpful depending on your eyesight and how fiddly of a thing you're working on. A towel. Many people are confused when I mention a towel, but it's really useful for a variety of things. You should know this if you've ever read or watched The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. But for fencing purposes, this can be used for bending your blade, cleaning up spills, providing a work surface, etc. You can see mine has a few rust, glue, etc. stains on it. This has been with me for quite a while. Scissors. I keep a few different sizes on hand with me. I keep this larger and beefier set for harder work, such as cutting zip ties or thicker wires. This smaller set for regular uses, and it's got a slightly finer point, so if I need to get a bit more precision work. And then for really fine stuff, I use this set of nail scissors, and this is great for things like removing body cord tags or trimming the fine wire after you've finished a rewire job or changing a connector, something like that. Super glue, always useful to have on hand for a variety of things. Fencing specifically, I use this most of the time for rewiring jobs. I also tend to like finding the gel version of this, not just the liquid. But yeah, super glue, not much to say about it, it's super useful. And finally, sandpaper. We don't typically need a lot of this. This is just for cleaning off wires for rewiring kind of jobs. but it is useful to have on hand, and I just pick up whatever scraps. You can see this is P180 that I find from other jobs not related to fencing and keep those with my toolkit. Now, if you've ever met an armorer at a tournament, you'll know that our toolboxes typically contain a lot more than what I've listed in this video and the one before this. But as I said before, this will give you a really strong base to build your own kit off of if you decide you like this armory thing and want to keep going with it. And if you find that you discover a new tool or technique that you don't see other people using much and works really well for you, please share. We always love finding about new methods that can improve our work and sharing tips and tricks to just make our lives easier. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, or other topics you'd like me to cover in the future, let me know down below. See you in the next one. Bye.